With few exceptions, Somalis in Somaliland and elsewhere are Muslims, the majority belonging to the Sunni branch of Islam and the Shafi'i school of Islamic jurisprudence. As with southern Somali coastal towns such as Mogadishu and Merka, there is also a presence of Sufis, Islamic mysticism, particularly the Arab Rifa'iyya Tariqa, through the influence of the diaspora from Yemen and the Gulf states. Stricter Wahhabism also has a noticeable presence. Though traces of pre-Islamic traditional religion exist in Somaliland, Islam is dominant to the Somali sense of national identity. Many of the Somali social norms come from their religion. For example, most Somali women wear a hijab when they are in public. In addition, religious Somalis abstain from pork and alcohol, and also try to avoid receiving or paying any form of interest, usuri. That's normal because it's the Islam law. Alhamdulillah. Muslims generally congregate on Friday afternoons for a sermon and a group prayer. Under the Constitution of Somaliland, Islam is the state religion and no laws may violate the principles of Sharia. The promotion of any religion other than Islam is illegal, and the state promotes Islamic tenets and discourages behavior contrary to Islamic morals. Somaliland has very few Christians. In 1913, during the early part of the colonial era, there were virtually no Christians in the Somali territories, with about 100 to 200 followers coming from the schools and orphanages of the handful of Catholic mission in the British Somaliland Protectorate. The small number of Christians in the region today mostly come from similar Catholic institutions in Aden, Djibouti and Berbera. Somaliland falls within the episcopal area of the Horn of Africa as part of Somalia under the Anglican Diocese of Egypt. However, there are no current congregations in the territory. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Mogadishu is designated to serve the area as part of Somalia. However, since 1990, there has been no Bishop of Mogadishu, and the Bishop of Djibouti acts as Apostolic Administrator. The Adventist mission also indicates that there are no Adventist members. While 40 and 50% of households in Somaliland have access to improved water sources, almost a third of households lie at less an hour away from the primary source of drinking water. 1 in 11 children die before their first birthday, and 1 in 9 die before their first 5th birthday. The Unified Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey MICS in 2006 found that 94.8% of women in Somaliland had undergone some form of female genital mutilation. In 2018, the Somaliland government issued a fatwa condemning the two most severe forms of FGM, but no laws are present to punish those responsible for the practice. Somaliland has a population of about 3.5 million people. As of 2006, the largest clan family in Somaliland in the Isaac, making up 80% of the total population. The population of 5 major cities in Somaliland, Hargeisa, Burao, Berbera, Erigabo, and Gabiley, are predominantly Isaac. Of the minority clans, the Gadabursi of the Dir clan comes second by population, and thirdly the Harti of the Darok clan. The clan groupings of the Somali people are important social units and have a central role in Somali culture and politics. Clans are patrilineal and are often divided into sub-clans, sometimes with many subdivisions. Somali society is traditionally ethnically endogamous. To extend ties of alliance, marriage is often to another ethnic Somali from a different clan. Thus, for example, a 1994 study observed that in 89 marriages contracted by men of the Duhalbahante clan, 55, that means 62%, were with women of Duhalbahante subclans other than those of their husbands. 30, that means 33 and 7%, were with women of surrounding clans of other clans families. Isaac 28 and Hawiye 3, and 3 is 4 and 3%, were with women of other clans of the Darod clan family. Maher 10, 2, Ogaden 1. It is considered polite to leave a little bit of food on the plate after finishing a meal at another's home. This tells the host that one has been given enough food. If plates are picked clean, it is an indication that guests are still hungry. Most Somalis don't take this rule so seriously, but it's certainly not impolite to leave a few bits of food on one's plate. Somali breakfast typically includes a flatbread called laho injera, as well as liver, toast, harako, cereal, and porridge made of millet of cornmeal. Lunch can be a mixture of rice or pasta with meat and sauce. Also consumed during lunchtime is a traditional soup referred to as marak, which is also part of German cuisine. Marak is made of vegetables, meat, and beans, and is usually eaten with flatbread or pita bread. Later in the day, a lighter meal is served that includes beans, full medemes, mufo, patties made of oats or corn, or a salad with more lahoh injera. Islam and poetry have been described as the twin pillars of the Somali culture. Somali poetry is mainly oral, with both male and female poets. They use themes that are common in the Somali language as metaphors. Almost all Somalis are Sunni Muslims, and Islam is vitally important to the Somali sense of national identity. Most Somalis don't belong to a specific mosque or sect and can pray in any mosque they find. Celebrations come into the form of religious festivities. Two of the most important are Eid ul-Adha and Eid ul-Fitr, which marks the end of the fasting month. Families get dressed up to visit one another, and money is donated to the poor. Other holidays include 26 June and 18 May. We celebrate British Somaliland's independence and the Somaliland region establishes respectively. The latter, however, is not recognized by the international community. In the nomadic culture, where one's possessions are frequently moved, there is little reason for the plastic arts to be highly developed. Somalis embellish and decorate their wooden milk jugs. Hamo, the most decorative jugs, are made in Zerigabo, as well as wooden headdress. Traditional dance is also important, thought mainly as a form of courtship among young people. One such dance, known as Chijar Somali, is a local favorite. An important form of art in Somali culture is henna art. The custom of applying henna dates back to antiquity. During special occasions, a Somali woman's hands and feet are expected to be covered in decorative mehendi. Girls and women usually apply or decorate their hands and feet in henna on festive celebrations like Eid or weddings. The henna designs vary from very simple to highly intricate. Somali designs vary, with some more modern and simply, while others are traditional and intricate. Traditionally, only women apply it as a body art. It is considered a feminine custom. Henna is not only applied on the hands and the feet, but is also used as a dye. Somali men and women alike use henna as a dye to change their hair color. Women are free to apply henna on their hair, and most of the time they are wearing a hijab.